Yay, we're live.
Hey, book peeps.
Okay, so for anybody, I'm gonna give it just a second, just in case, because I don't know how to tell if people are watching. But yeah.
Well, if they miss it, I guess they miss it.
Yeah, they miss
I mean,
it.
it sucks that we can't just tell them or give them heads up because you have to have like so many subscribers. And
Yeah, neither of us are cool like that.
yeah, no, we're not there yet.
Real quick before we start, these are our festive mugs. Mine is a
Mhm.
Doctor Who print. Yeah, she's got a Christmas tree. All right, so we are doing, what is this tag called again?
The Krampus Book Tag.
Yeah, so we're doing the Krampus Book Tag. There are 9 questions, and we're just going to take turns reading them and answering them. So I will ask a question, she'll answer, I'll answer, and then vice versa. So
Yeah,
that's how it's
but the original creator of this tag is David from David's Book Review. He made this one that's new this year, and yeah, so credit to him.
Credit to David.
For tag.
All right, so question 1. The man himself. What fictional character would best portray the Christmas demon?
For me, I'm gonna have to say The Man in Black or Randall Flagg, which I mean, you got to be a Stephen King fan, I guess, to know what I'm talking about. But just because he's just evil, I don't know. I mean, basically, if you're looking for someone to be like Krampus, it's gonna have to be some evil being, and he is pretty. Well, here's the thing with the Stephen King books, he comes off as like super, super evil, but then when you read the Dark Tower series, I don't see him as evil anymore. But I don't want to say anything without spoiling it. But I mean, I guess everyone's gonna have a weakness, so I guess that's his weakness for what I'm talking about. Anyways, he's evil, so I'm gonna say the Man in Black. That's that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna say Voldemort because he's like the ultimate evil of my childhood.
Yeah.
Plus, he's magic. He's got a wand, so I feel like magic would be just pure demon brutal force. Maybe I don't know, but and then my second answer to that is Mr. Tea Time from the Hogfather books. I don't know if the book. I don't know. I just read it for the first time. I don't know if he's in any of the other Discworld books, but he was pretty badass. Like he was evil, but like in a psychopathic way. Like he was like that's just who he was. Like I liked him. Like I mean I liked him, but I didn't like him. So I'm gonna pick him.
Yeah.
So
Well, Voldemort, I mean, he's kind of like immortal, right? And Krampus is immortal, so that kind of.
He's not really immortal because I don't know. I guess did you see the movies or read the books or?
Well, he comes back.
Yeah, but that's because he has Horcruxes. He split his soul into 7 pieces, and that's the whole point. Harry and his friends go looking for these Horcruxes to like destroy them to kill Voldemort. So he's not immortal per se.
Well, yeah, but okay, if you can find a way to come back, to me, you're whatever. I do not that into Harry Potter.
Spoiler alert.
That well.
Spoiler alert, Kayla. He dies in the end.
Oh, well, yeah, I knew that. But I still feel it's like open-ended to come back. Like he can come, well, I mean, obviously the books are done and said, but like,
yeah.
You know?
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Okay, the second question is That Sleigh Bells? Which fictional character deserves to be visited by Krampus?
So I had a hard time with this question, and my original answer was a child's storybook. Pete the cat. Pete the cat bothers me. Like I just like to see Krampus come eat Pete the cat. But my real answer is Jenny from the Dollhouse Family. And that is a graphic novel I recently read in October. She was like the most terrible person. She was ridiculously jealous. She had issues. She was just downright the bully. And I'd love to see Krampus eat her. Like I'd be there to watch the consumption of Jenny.
Okay, mine's kind of weird. That's a book I have on the TBR because I really want to read that book. Well, mine, I don't know. It's not the best answer, but because when I first thought of this question, all the kids I thought of, it wasn't necessarily their fault for being like bad, naughty children. Like Pet Sematary is the first one that came to mind.
Oh, okay.
But it ain't his fault, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so for my actual answer, I'd have to say Rosemary's Baby, which I forgot the baby's actual name. But here's the thing, because he's like half the, like, he's the devil's son, right? Or like half devil himself. So it's like, I don't know. I guess he'd be like super, super naughty, or he'd be like buddies. Krampus would be like his uncle, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like Krampus would be his uncle.
So,
Uncle Krampus.
So maybe it would just be a family visit.
It would be a family visit. I think so.
I feel like that. I don't know. To me, there's nothing else that just suits that answer for me than Rosemary's Baby.
Sounds good to me. Is it my go?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 3. Bedtime Stories. What is a horror book that best fits the festive season?
I'm not going to say the obvious. So I'm going to say Mind of Winter by Laura Kassischke. Kassischke. That's how it's spelled.
If anybody knows me, they know I can't pronounce names, so.
Yeah. It's based on Christmas Day, and the father has to go out and pick up family members. There's going to be a really bad snowstorm, and the mother wakes up, and she's got to wake up her teenage daughter, and they're getting ready because they're having a Christmas party. So they're kind of getting ready for everyone to show up for Christmas. Everyone cancels because of the bad storm. And then when the father finally gets home at the end of the day, because he had his own shenanigans he ran into while picking up the in-laws, the ending pissed me off. But I know people would love the kind of ending this had. But yes, it's on Christmas Day. It's eerie. It's creepy. If you're into that, I read it this Christmas.
Okay. So I am going to go for the obvious. Nosferatu by Joe Hill. So this book it's not really a Christmas book per se, but it has a place in it called Christmas Town. It has a guy named Bing in it. Christmas Land, not Christmas Town, Christmas Land. There are children in Christmas Land that are basically like needle-toothed little vampire assholes, and I love them. There's a lot of weird crap. There's like a bridge that is magic, or is the bike magic? Or are they both magic? Is the car magic? I think it's all magic, but either way, it's very dark. It's one of the darker books that I've come across that have things to do with Christmas. But I'm actually going to throw a movie in here too, because if you want something that's dark and action filmed, and my sister, if she ever sees this, she's going to go, aha! Die Hard. I don't actually believe it's a Christmas movie. It's just, it kind of, but it is, but it isn't. But I'm going to throw Die Hard in there too.
I've never seen that, so I don't know.
Die Hard is essentially this movie about this Christmas party at this really like high-end business at a high-rise. A guy comes to visit his estranged wife. He's a police officer or something. And people come to rob it, but don't realize that there's a Christmas party going on. There's hostages. There's people who get shot. There's people who get hung. There's a lot.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Okay. Where are we? Okay, the fourth question. Devilish Gifts. What is one strange fictional item you'd like to receive from Krampus?
Can he give me teleportation? Because I feel like that's how he gets around. So if he can bestow teleportation on me, I'll take that.
Okay. Like the Who thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
again,
have a comment.
I'm not familiar with the Who Doctor, the Doctor Who series. Wow, can't even apparently say the right name. Anyways, for me,
hi Jack.
Hi. For me, it's like, okay, well, Krampus is this demon, and he likes to give you coal because it's for naughty children, or he likes to eat the children. So I'm gonna pass on the gift giving from Krampus. I don't really want any gifts from him. I'm good.
Well, I mean, if he can give you teleportation. If you had teleportation, you could have teleported here, done this together and then gone home and been time to give your children lunch. So.
I mean, same for you.
I mean, yeah. But we haven't gotten teleportation yet. So, yeah. And Jack says, smart move. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right. We're on question 5, right? Okay.
Yes.
Question 5. Food, glorious food. What is one unusual food, fictional or real, you would like to eat for Christmas dinner?
Frobscottle.
What the fuck is that?
The BFG by Roald Dahl. There is this drink, this fizzy, delicious, wonderful drink called Frobscottle, but it makes you fart. Pretty intense farts, apparently. But I don't care.
I do that already.
Fart,
I don't
right?
like that.
We all burp. I would love to try some Frobscottle. I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Burping grosses me out. I don't like it. But thank you, Jack. We both really tried. This hat's too big.
We did. Look, my hat lights up.
My mug is a Doctor Who Christmas mug. Yay. All right, so my answer to that question is I would like rare Who roast beast from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I think I have wanted to eat that since I was a child. I remember one year I asked my mom to make it for Christmas dinner, and she's like, Ariel, that doesn't exist. And I was like, not true. It's in this book. So
yeah,
I would like to eat that if I could.
Do you know it took me the longest time to realize it's called roast beast and not roast beef?
Oh.
I thought it was roast beef for the longest time.
No, it's roast beast.
Oh, I know. But
yeah.
That's just like my mind filling it in like to what I assume. All right. Number 6, home for Christmas. What is one dark and dangerous fictional location you'd like to visit for Christmas?
See, I had a really hard time with this one because what I'm thinking of isn't really, I mean, I guess it's fictional, but kind of fictional. So Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, there's like this weird like market, and I think it's set in London. I want to say it's set in London. So essentially I'd like to go to London for Christmas, but partially because of that and partially because of Doctor Who. But I don't want to be part of Doctor Who's gang during Christmas, because if Doctor Who has taught me anything, do not go to London during Christmas.
Wait, this is fictional.
Yes, I am saying it's fictional. Fictional Doctor Who / Neverwhere London. That's what I want.
Okay.
Because the London described is not real, or at least I hope it's not for the people who live in London.
Again, I haven't read those.
Jack lives in London. Jack, is it fictional? We'll see if she hears that in response.
Okay.
You're good.
Well, we're waiting because I feel like the comments lag like minutes sometimes. But anyways, so I would say Christmas Land by Nosferatu.
You want to go to Christmas Land?
Well, if I'm with Krampus.
But you're an adult. You die. They would literally kill you.
But I'd have Krampus.
And he would watch you die gleefully.
Well, I don't know. There's no fictional place I'd want to go with Krampus, because to be quite honest, I don't want to be buddies with Krampus.
Okay, so Jack says it's totally fictional.
Okay.
See? My answer's valid. Thank you, Jack.
I'm sorry. I hear some echoing sometimes when I talk, and I don't know what that is.
I can't hear it.
Okay. Maybe it's just me then. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Krampus, obviously. He would eat my children because they're naughty. I don't want to be buddies with the guy, okay?
Oh, wow. Okay, so this one is number 7, right? We're on number 7?
Yeah.
So, location. Where would you like to travel with Krampus? Who would you like to visit with Krampus? I think we both agree that neither of us really want to travel anywhere with Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
But that reverts, you said you didn't really want to go anywhere. So
right. Well, but
it's kind of the same.
for this
It's kind of the same,
question.
but it's kind of the same question though, right? Or no?
Well, this is real. This is a
Oh,
real
this
place.
is real. Okay, this is real.
So I said Austria because today, which is the reason why we're filming today, it's December 5th, is because in Austria and I believe Germany and a couple of other places, it's like Krampus Day, which I'm pretty sure it's not called that, but basically
That's today, isn't it?
Yeah, today. And people
Happy
dress up as Krampus
Day.
and and scare children, and sometimes the parents give Krampus liquor for, scaring their children. And yeah, it's a thing, and today is that day. So
Okay.
I figured this would be the perfect day for the Krampus tag.
Okay.
So I'd like to go to Austria and hopefully lose the real Krampus in the process of all the Krampuses running around.
So Jack says Neverwhere is a fictional city under London.
Oh, it's under London. Okay.
Yeah. And then she said, I really need to do this tag. So that's lucky for you because I was actually going to tag you in this tag. So now you know you are tagged. Merry Christmas. Merry Krampus. Should we say that instead? Merry Krampus. No, that doesn't sound right. I like it though. Merry Krampus, Jack. I am actually going to say Austria too, because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to say for this one. But you made a really good point. I would like to actually see it like all go down and see how involved it is. And I imagine it to be like a mix between Christmas and Halloweeny.
Right. It's like a festival.
Like I like festivals. Just I don't
like a whole thing.
I don't like a lot of people at festivals, but I like festivals.
Yeah. All right. Number 8, Locking Horns. What fictional character would you like to see battle Krampus?
I have a really kind of generic answer to this, and it's probably going to be generic just because of how much I talk about it. But Doctor Who, I would like to see the Doctor, because like the Doctor has literally battled an ancient figure that had got through societies all around the universe, pretending to be the devil, so people would worship it and be afraid of it. So like, I feel like if woohoo. Jack says, woohoo. I feel like if he can defeat that, if the Doctor can get rid of weeping angels, the Doctor can get rid of Krampus. I said Trampus. Yeah.
All right. I hear myself echoing again.
I don't hear it.
I'm gonna say It from Stephen King because, I mean, if you haven't read the book, I'm assuming that people are.
I haven't read the book. Jack's read the book. It's one of her favorites.
It's just a clown, right? But it's not just a clown. He can come in the form of anything he wants. So imagine it transforming itself to Krampus, and then it's Krampus battling Krampus. Like, who's gonna win against itself?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a good one. But okay. But even though he looks like Krampus, would he still be as good? Like, would his skills match up with the true Krampus?
I don't know. I feel like he would just turn into like a light demon and just like. I haven't read the book, but I've seen the movie. Jack says, Trampus cries laughing. Oh, David's here. Hello,
hey, David. The original tag maker, creator.
This is David. He created this tag. David, I'm so sorry that we are almost to question 9 by the time you get here. But we've had a lot of fun doing this. And then we've got, oh my goodness. It, the most terrifying monster. I'd watch that fight. Okay, so let's go back to the fight. Let's say he can transform into anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think that he would transform really into Krampus or transform into something that could possibly defeat Krampus? Like, do you think
what would defeat Krampus?
I don't know, like a bulldozer?
He's immortal.
Can he transform into a bulldozer? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying though. So it's like Krampus against himself is like the best fight, I think. But at the same time, now it's a question whether his because he can be anything he wants, but does it necessarily mean his skill set will be also identical? Or can he only transform his looks to be the same?
See, that's a thing that's always perplexed me in books and movies where a character can shapeshift. Because just because you can physically shapeshift, it doesn't mean that you would have the same abilities because you're inwardly, your body's still the same. You're changing the outward. David
Right.
and David and Jack, if you guys have an answer to that, I'd love to hear it, or we'd love to hear it, because that's a really interesting question. Like, let's say you could shapeshift. Do you feel like your muscles and everything would grow and change around what you're trying to be, therefore giving you more strength? Or do you think that you would have the same physical abilities, but your parameters would have changed?
Well, when I think of like shape shifting in general, I think of like I like wolf and that kind of paranormal stuff. So to me, when they shapeshift, they become wolves. So obviously their muscles and their instincts change, but their mindset is like the same. So
Okay. So they become more
maybe,
animalistic when they do that then?
right, like if they're shifting into like a wolf or a coyote from the Mercedes Thompson series that I love so much, they like she shifts, but she like obviously now she's a coyote, and so her muscles are obviously not like a human body. Like you know what I'm saying? But and then she also talks about having like the instincts of a coyote.
Hey, James.
So hi James. So like I don't know. Maybe I don't know because it's different. I don't know. It's different. So maybe if if Krampus has any kind of instinctualness, maybe.
So James, we're talking about how so the question was, what was the question? Hold on. The question was, what fictional character, good or evil, would you like to see battle against Krampus? Kayla's answer was it, because he can transform into Krampus or something else that could defeat Krampus. Now, so our question, her question, her answer was it. But do you think if it transferred into Krampus or transformed into anything else, would the physicalness inside change, or would it just be on the outside?
Like
All
would
right.
he have the same skill set as the
So
actual Krampus?
David said that's true, but with Pennywise, he has to obey the rules of the figure he changes to. He changed to. And
Right,
then
but that doesn't necessarily that doesn't necessarily explain skill set.
yeah, so like physical characteristics, yes, but like skill
Right.
set, like Krampus. I don't even know what Krampus's skill set is. Just be horrible. I don't know.
Eating children.
Eating children. All right. So Jack says, I think the ability of it. Wait, sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. I think the abilities of it when it changes is down to. Can you
The
read that?
perception of the person he's trying to terrify. If
If
they
they
believe
believe
it.
it is whatever they think it is. That's a mouthful. It. That's a lot of its there, bud.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so it knows what people are afraid of, and that's when he transforms into that thing that they're afraid of.
Yeah, but the question is, what would Krampus be afraid of if he is immortal, eats children for fun?
Well, we wouldn't know, but it would know.
Oh.
That's a good one.
And
I'm changing my
then
answer to whatever it
whatever
is.
Jack just said. Jack said, I think so. That's true, David. That is the most confusing sentence ever. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So are
I
we on
should
the
have
last
really worn
one
my
now?
glasses, guys. All right. So the last question, is that your read or my read?
I forgot. I don't know.
You can read it. James says Jack had it. Yes, Jack did. Jack is the best. Oh, and
Yes.
David said, but if they were to change both to Krampus, they would be on a level playing field and would defeat each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they can't exactly defeat each other.
No, Jack had the ultimate answer. There's no other answer.
Yeah, Jack for the win. Yay, Jack. All right. Do you want to read 9?
Sure. It's okay. Go. My child's trying to come in. I'm trying to shoo him away. Okay. Spreading the
careful,
fear.
child. Krampus is here.
What book would Krampus give to Santa for Christmas and why?
Okay, so I had a really hard think about this. And if the lore of Krampus and Santa being best friends on the off season is true, then Krampus would know Santa Claus pretty well to know what he would like. But the book I choose is actually a book within a book. So the Miss Peregrine series, the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, has this Tales book called Tales of the Peculiar. This is a beautiful book. Even got one of those like
That is really
I know it's beautiful, isn't it? So these have peculiar tales about peculiar humans that have. There's like a lady that's kind of a lizard, and like there's like see-through people that are clear, and they're just it's it's awesome. And I feel like Santa Claus, for all his whimsy, would really really enjoy this. This is actually one of my favorite books within a book I've ever read.
Oh, okay. So you would think Krampus would give Santa something he'd actually want.
Yes, something he would want or something he would enjoy, because the lore is that Krampus and Santa are from what I read online. I don't know if it's true because you never know with the internet, but that they're best friends outside of the holiday season.
I've heard both. That they're like mortal enemies or they're BFFs.
Okay, I'm gonna go with BFFs. You can go the other way, but I'm
Right.
going with BFFs, and that he would get him something that is whimsical and has some really terrifying elements, but also some really heartfelt elements as well.
All right. So if they're best friends.
Oh, this is by Ransom Riggs, by the way.
So basically, if they're best friends, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
But if they were enemies, like I'm assuming, I think he would give Krampus the Yule Lord as a gift. Because
he would give Santa Claus a guide to himself.
Yes, because I feel like he'd be a narcissist. And what better gift from a narcissist than of himself, right?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a really good answer. Okay, so I guess if I had to, so I'm gonna answer it as a villain and you can answer it as a friend. So we'll go back. So we'll switch basically. James, what did James say? LOL. Big L, little O, big L. Are we that funny?
Wait, so are we? I mean, I think I'm funny sometimes, not all the time. I just laugh all the time. That's my thing.
I laugh at my own jokes, so I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna answer it again as if they were enemies, and I would say that he would not give Santa a book. He would write his name in a book. Death Note. Because when you write someone's name in the book Death Note, they die.
Oh my God. Okay. That was dark. Okay. So now I have to think of like what
David thinks you're funny. David thinks you're funny.
Yay! Not just me. Wait, so okay, so if they were friends, I don't know. What is Santa like? Like what do you
Yay. Jack thinks we're both funny.
Yay. So I don't know. I'm like my jam's horror, so my mind keeps going to horror books, but if they're friends,
Santa and Krampus are immortal and can't die. Okay, let me talk about that for a second when she's done. So I'm going to leave this up. Go ahead.
I'm looking at my shelf. I have no idea.
You don't know.
If they were friends, like is a notebook count? Give them a journal. I don't know. I have no idea what if they were friends. What? Christmas book?
Hold on. Okay, so now there's two comments I need to address. One, David says Santa and Krampus are both immortal and can't die. Okay, so I want to point out that in the Santa Claus, Santa dies and someone else takes his place, so therefore Santa is not immortal. He's a new person after however many years, and the other Santa dies.
It's a family business.
It's a family business or a random guy after you fall off their roof's business. Okay? Okay.
Yes.
That movie is canon. Bite me, David. And then don't actually bite me, that would hurt. And then so Jack said David has skunked your answer, Ariel. And you know what? David's wrong. So I just, and then I want to say that if Santa is truly immortal, he's kind of not. He's immortal, but not immortal. So David and Jack and you know that I just finished The Hogfather, which is actually on my shelf because it's now a Christmas decoration for the rest of the year. But he doesn't die, but when people quit believing him, he kind of stops existing. So in the book, The Hogfather, Death becomes basically the Hogfather, and then who's kind of like Santa, but like in our universe, but not in our universe. And he goes around and makes people believe in the Hogfather again, which then brings the Hogfather back to life. So he's not dead, but he's also dead. Am I not getting that right? I don't know. Let's see what Jack said. Jack said, cries laughing. And then David said Hogfather.
I know. It's on the TBR.
I really enjoyed it. I think you would like it. And I will say that was really my first Discworld book. And even though I was very confused for some of it, because I'm like, why are these children asking for things like death cups and chainmail and like all these very violent things for Christmas, but yet they want a pony? Like, what? But we're on the round world, not the Discworld. So
if I finish the Krampus book I just showed you, I will read that next. How about that?
Okay, that would make me very happy.
Because I don't want to read it. I feel like you can't read it any other time of the year. It just wouldn't make sense, or it wouldn't be as good.
I think now reading it would be the best because it's that time of year, but I think you would enjoy it. I'm actually I want to do a reread of it, but I want to see if there's an audiobook of it. Because if there's an audiobook, I'd like to hear it too.
I'm sure there is.
And I really hope it's a really old British man reading it.
Terry Pratchett himself reading the story.
Hey, look, there's nothing there's nothing better than an accent, and like an English accent, like a truly British accent. Like I fall for that every time. Any audiobook, I'm like, I don't care what this book is about, let me listen to you talk. Harry Potter audiobooks.
I was about to say Harry Potter, I'm pretty sure they have, because I think I listened to the first one.
Jack said, I'm so happy you enjoy The Hogfather. I did, and David, thank you again for sending it. And then David said, really? Really what? And I may have to reread it. You should reread it. And Kayla should read it. Maybe you guys should buddy read it. Gotta love a buddy read.
Like I said, we'll see, because I have a lot that I want to get to first.
Well, guys, that's all of it. And if you are watching this, like Jack is, because I was actually planning on tagging Jack anyway. So, do you have anybody you want to tag?
I don't usually tag people, but I was going to tag because it's a new tag, and David obviously wants people and it to get out there, but I am literally drawing a blank. The only person that comes to mind is Lady Jane Books. And because I'm trying to think of people who would do tags. Like there's people that come to mind, but they don't really do the tags.
Okay, so for now, if you're watching this video, whether it's live or not, you are tagged. Say that we tagged you, and Jack is tagged. And I know, James, I know you don't normally do tags, but maybe you should do this tag since it's the season, and you can even play your guitar while you do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be cool, actually. Okay, so Jack said, I have big opinions on Discworld audiobooks. Okay, what are those opinions?
Is that a negative
is that good?
Or
English accents. Oh, yes, I do love a good English accent. Like when I talk to Jack on the phone, I'm like, I like your accent, but she doesn't know that. I guess she knows that now. And you have an English accent too, because you're there. Nice holiday mood. Thank you. The BookTube Goddesses does great tags. Thank you. Are we the BookTube Goddesses?
Or is that?
Are we that, or is that someone else?
Is the BookTube? I don't know.
I think there's a
BookTuber.
read anything about Krampus. Show Jack that book again.
Krampus, the Yule Lord by Brom.
It's a thickums. That's a thick book.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to show the pictures before we go? Y'all, the pictures are great.
I mean, there's some pictures in here.
You're welcome.
This bookmark, by the way, is from Ariel. She bought me this. It's so pretty. It's like wood, but it's pretty sturdy.
Merry Christmas.
Anyways. Oh, look at that.
Is that Santa Claus?
Santa running away.
I like that. Yes,
and then,
yes, you
the
know
very,
that,
very front has that. And then there's actually some colored pictures in here too.
Okay, so he says, haha, no, I meant she does great tags. I dumped in here and it sounded like we were short on ideas who to tag. I was like, that's so weird, but here we are. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot.
I can't see if you guys can see the pictures I'm showing. Then there's like, look at this. There's like a buff Santa in here.
That's like Viking Santa.
Yeah, Viking Santa.
Well, I mean, if Santa is immortal and he's lived for like millennia, he would have been a Viking probably.
Yeah.
It's a snaky snake.
But yeah, I'm excited. I read okay.
That picture you just showed me of him like this, that makes me think of the Grinch, where he sneaks through the people's houses. Yeah.
No, there's like
Jack says the cover is beautiful.
There's like this hate letter to Santa in the very beginning of this book.
Can you read it? Would that be spoiling?
No. I mean, does anyone want to listen to this?
I do.
Okay. 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 It's really short. It's this. Oh God.
Okay, that's not bad.
So you want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah.
It's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
It says, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, how vile your name upon my tongue, like acid, hard to utter without spitting. Yet I find myself capable of speaking little else. It has become my malediction, my profane mantra. Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. That name, like you, like your Christmas and all its perversions, is a lie. But then, you've always lived in a house of lies, and now that house has become a castle, a fortress. So many lies that you have forgotten the truth, forgotten who you are, forgotten your true name. I have not forgotten. I will always be here to remind you that it is not Santa Claus, nor is it Kris Kringle, or Father Christmas, or Sinterklaas. And it certainly is not St. Nicholas. Santa Claus is but one more of your masquerades, one more brick in your fortress. I will not speak your true name. No, not here. Not so long as I sit rotting in this black pit. To hear your name echo off the dead walls of this prison, why that would be a sound to drive one into true madness. That name must wait until I again see the wolves chase soul and many across the heavens. A day that draws near. A fortnight, perhaps, and your sorcery will at long last be broken. Your chains will fall away, and the winds of freedom will lead me to you. I did not eat my own flesh, as you had so merrily suggested. Madness did not take me, not even after sitting in this tomb for half a millennium. I did not perish, did not become food for the worms, as you foretold. You should have known me better than that. You should have known I would never let that happen. Not so long as I could remember your name. Not so long that I had vengeance for company. Santa Claus, my dear old friend, you are a thief, a traitor, a slanderer, a murderer, a liar, but worst of all, you are a mockery of everything for which I stood. You have sung your last ho, 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 for I am coming for your head. For Odin, Loki, and all the fallen gods for your treachery, for chaining me in this pit for 500 years. But most of all, I am coming to take back what is mine, to take back Yuletide. And with my foot upon your throat, I shall speak your name, your true name, and with death staring back at you, you will no longer be able to hide from your dark deeds, from the faces of all those you betrayed. I, Krampus, Lord of Yule, son of Hell, bloodline of the great Loki, swear to cut your lying tongue from your mouth, your thieving hands from your wrists, and your jolly head from your neck.
Whoa. First of all, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Santa's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not friends.
I was like, oh God, that is such a good opening.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm gonna move my camera, which I didn't want to do because
James says, "Wow, I got to read this. Great reading. It was a really good reading." Oh, is it snowing?
it's snowing.
That's
I wanted
perfect.
to show you guys.
That's so perfect.
Now I messed up my whole thing, but that's okay.
And David said, "Love it."
Yep. I thought I did a pretty good narration too, if I might add.
You sure did. Raise your hand if Kayla should read audiobooks.
Oh, I don't know about that. I heard that's like a lot of like tedious work.
I did it. I have a video where I read my favorite short story by Neil Gaiman, and that was so hard to record all in one go. So, yeah. And I did it on my phone too, which wasn't great. Jack said that was
some of the
amazing.
pronunciations I said might have been wrong too.
Jack said that's amazing, brilliant reading.
Oh, thank you. Man. But that's the tag, I guess. So this is the Krampus Book Tag.
Please, Kayla,
from David. From David's book reviews. If you want to see his original, once this goes up, I think we can link that down, right?
Yeah, I have. Once this goes live, I have some stuff I'm going to put. Well, not it is live, but once the live is done, I have things I'm going to put in the description. So not only will you have a link to David's original video, you will have a link to Kayla's channel. You will have a link to the people who are tagged, and the questions will be there so that way you can do it yourselves. And that will happen about 10 to 15 minutes after this is finished. I just need a minute to get it together. And I really appreciate everyone who has watched and been a part of it. And I thank you, Kayla, for doing this together.
Yeah, because she had to convince me a little bit. I don't like doing live streams.
Well,
it's a little too raw for me.
My Bible is convincing. So
yeah. All right.
And then we've got one more comment from James. This was great. This was a great live tag. I don't know if anybody does live tags, but like I'm really enjoying it. I kind of want to do it again.
Yeah. Well, it was like kind of like a collab. I think it was different. It was original, right?
Yeah.
So
original.
It worked out pretty well for us, I think.
All right, guys. We hope you have a good day and read Christmas books, read holiday books, read the Krampus book because I want to now. I'm gonna probably have to buy it because my library sucks. So yeah. Anyway. Oh wait, there's one more. Hold on. Well done, Ariel and Kayla. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
All right, that's his tag, by the way, and we're out. Bye. Merry holidays. Merry holidays? Yeah. Bye.